Guys, I didn't want to record, but say hi to my little bird friend here. Look. Hey, birdie. Hey, birdie. Another birdie. Look, they're all gang stalking me. I'm getting gang stalked by birds. Look, I'm not kidding. Look. Gang stalked by the birds. That's what I'm gonna call this video. Gang stalked by the birds. What kind of bird this is, I don't know, guys. Guys, we're not completely winning the battle, but we're getting something. You know what I mean? You have to realize one thing. FedEx, my friend, when the psychological warfare stops working on you, it's over. It's a head game. You gotta remember who you're playing with here, who you're playing chess with the devil. Do you know what chess is like with the devil? No rules, guys. Basically, let me tell you about his rules, how they work. He has no rules. You play chess, you can't beat him fair and square. Do you know why? Because if you did, and you're about to checkmate him, do you know what he'll do? He'll grab a long sword from under the chess table and stab you with it. That's the devil, guys. You gotta remember that. That's how he works. No rules. He will sink to the lowest to strip you of $1. $1. So you won't be able to take the bus. That's the devil, boys. No bus in sight. $1. Nope. So, at the bank, in the end, I met them halfway. I'm gonna let them cheat. They've been cheating the whole time. I'm gonna let them cheat some more, and the bank manager offered me $20 to get back. So, what is the meaning of that $20? It's got a lot of meaning in it, guys. Let me tell you what the meaning of $20 means. For me to get back $20. First of all, it's such a low amount to make you feel cheap about yourself. Only $20 that you have to go back to. So you feel devalued, demeaned, and when people buy drugs, it goes with 20s, guys. People buy drugs with 20s if they're not rich. They don't buy a gram of this something. They buy a 20, they call it. Okay, so the psychological warfare from this $20 that I'm getting from a professional financial institution exemplifies those things, because the amount did not come from the head of the so-called bank manager that I talked to. It came from the same dancing monkey that's on my back. Alright, you see how they control things? So the so-called entity that wants to own you, they pretty much have all my life. Soon they won't. That's what they're afraid of. It controls everything, guys. Because the place that you go to, the people that you meet there, are people that are taking orders from them. And if they're not, if you get away with it the first time, you pop into a place where they don't think you're gonna go, you're lucky. The second time it will be tapped. Alright? The proof, last month, when I went to the food bank, there was one person there. One. And the people at the desk, the women were different kind of women. They were nice, proper. The second time, went back to the raunchy women, and the place was full with dancing monkeys everywhere, making noise and moving. Because they did not expect me to go back to that food bank. I was going to leave that month. I had a bit of money, but I got robbed by their people. So the same entity that runs the corner street hooker, runs the bank manager, runs the lawyer that you have at the courthouse, runs the judge. Okay, this is how this is. What I'm being attacked here visually, that I'm showing you on camera, in terms of between brackets gang stalking, this is the low level, the lowest level of people that are in on it with them. They go all the way up to the President of the United States, guys, and the Prime Minister of Canada. These are the people I'm up against. I know who I'm fighting. Most people will say, why bother? Just give up from now. They're probably right. You know, this is like not David and Goliath. This is David and Goliath visisissimo. One who's 10,000 bigger than Goliath. And I don't even think I'm David. But there's a point to prove here. What is it? There are still men on this planet walking around wearing pants with big balls. Nothing more. Whether we lose or win, that's not the goal. The goal is to keep standing straight and go to our grave wearing pants, not a skirt. Alright, you guys get it? This is what this is about. Nothing more. So they can have all that power of a million Goliaths put together. Garbage trucks. They can possess all that power. I don't care. The little small minuscule weeny David is still gonna stand wearing his pants with his balls hanging, and he's gonna fight. That's the idea, guys. That's what it comes down to. Because if every single one of us did this, they could not enslave us. You don't need to beat them on a 1 against a million basis, because that won't work. You can't. All you need to do is to stand up to them, and they will fall. Because what they have built is not a real house. It's a house of cards. And it's based on brainwash and self-esteem. More than anything. The fact that you have the balls to stand up to them. That's what this is based on. That's what would make their house of cards fall. It's a mere house of cards, guys. A mere house of cards. Nothing more. Alright? I want you to know that. With all these cars, all these people, all this machinery, all those planes, controlling the birds, trying to control an environment, trying to play God, they are not God. Far from it. They will never even be an inch of what he is. Because he created this God out of his own mind. He didn't have to copy it from anyone else. What they're trying to do is copy what he did, and a very bad copy. Very bad carbon copy, very ugly. Remember that. Let real men live forever in the hearts and minds of the righteous. That's what it comes down to, guys. That's how you can live forever. Is if you've touched people in a certain way. If you've touched them in a way where they've never been touched before. That's what a real man is. Defying all odds. Not necessarily winning, but showing that it can be done. I'm stalked everywhere I go. The whole world's against me. Pretty much my world, wherever I am, it's true. Everything that's around me is against me. Even nature, they're trying to pin it against me, for God's sakes. Look at these. Even nature. But doesn't belong to them, guys, and it never will. That's why they're trying to emulate it. Because you always want what you can't have. Because if you had it really, in reality you really had it, you wouldn't want it. And they're still dying to get it. And they will never have it. That's for everybody who tries to play God on this planet. Can only make it look like he is one. He'll never be one. A real one. It's a carbon copy. It's a fake, guys. It's an illusion. Alright? Never forget that. It's not about winning. Because I'm a logical man. I'm not stupid. I know I can't beat them. Especially by myself. If they wanted to get rid of me right now, the second they could. But that's not the point here. The point is to build up enough balls to stand up to them. When you're cornered with nothing, nobody backing you up, not a penny in your pocket, because that's the kind of war they're waging on you. It's not only psychological, it's financial, it's, you name it. Alright? Never forget that. I hope this camera still records when I get into the bank. I want you to listen to what I'm going to say to the teller. That's what it's about, guys. That's what it comes down to. Listen to how loud this bird's singing here. But I don't have to mention that to you. You can hear it in all my videos in the background. That's like I have a bird cage on top of my head moving with it. And I do. In a weird, strange way. There we go. He wants to park. Tucking. They're gonna move the extras over there. Extras. Ready, set, action. Come on, extras, start pacing. There you go, another extra coming behind the car there. Stopped, open the zipper. Movement. Gotta create move, another movement, dude. Skirts all around me. One pair of pants, 10,000 skirts. I hope the man heard that. The one that thinks he's a man. Talk a little bit louder, you'll be a mason. Look at the 20s in her hand, psychological warfare. That she has so much more money than me, look. The one that just walked in front of me, look. Look at this stupid psychological warfare. It only works on losers, it doesn't work on real men. Oh. Thanks. I appreciate that, by the way.
So good today. When we talked about my paper towel. He's in quite a condition. He doesn't have to stay to He's living with a paralyzed eyelid that doesn't close. So he puts himself out to do me little goodies. He's such a darling, my son.
Getting my dose of noise. I think well, not really, but I think she can pass me the information.
She did.
$20 or something?
She said $20.
Yeah.
Do you have the card in here?
Yeah, sure. It's a demeaning amount, but you know it's not about the amount, right?
Okay.
I have to prove a point. It's my mentality. I don't like to be said no.
Put the card in.
Yes. Do you want me to put the code in?
1 second.
No
Can you
problem.
just pull it out, please?
Can you remove the card, please?
You got it.
Thank you very much. You know what, though? That's better than the one without the name, because we know. Thank you. Thank you.
One or two? Oh, okay. Got you. Thank you, hon. Maybe when you to Lexi, tell her decline that, the one that she said $20 pick, if she can override it for us. Let me double check if I need anything.
And you're,
Oh, no, I'm okay.
you okay?
Yeah, PIN number, please.
PIN number. You need to sign anything? No.
No.
Thanks, guys. That's it.
Okay, yes.
Have a nice day. Thank you. You too. Thanks. Have a good afternoon. So, you guys heard that, right? I was supposed to get $90. They played around. They've been screwing with the account for a week. They've done the impossible to make the things that look bad look worse, and the things that look good not appear at all, disappear. That's what they do. That's how it is when you're a tiger and everyone's a wolf around you. They get scared of you. They don't want that. They want to turn you into a cat because you're a tiger. So, that's how it is, guys. Look at that guy pointing. I hope he points again. the old men. They always point at this place, that place. I remember when I was a kid, my fake uncle and my fake father, they used to come out to the balcony whenever we used to hear a bomb in Lebanon, because times of war. And my aunt's house was basically my aunt's husband and my dad. They used to come out to the balcony and they used to see me looking at them. And her house, her apartment was sort of on a hill. You could see the north side and the south side. This big, huge space in front of you. So, this guy bends over, look at that. A zebra should run and shove it right up his ass. I'm sorry guys to use coarse language in some of these videos, and very ugly expressions like these. Sometimes they gotta come out. I'm a human being. Anyways, because this is not some kind of sophisticated video that I do for you once a month. No, this is my daily activities. So I can't be robotic. I have to really open up to you guys and make sure you sense my energy, how I feel. Anyways, they used to go on the balcony and point. Oh, where did the bomb fall? Oh, this one came from there. You see all the way up there and all the way here. So they used to do the pointing thing. Guys, it's a pure Mason thing. This is something to distract you, to make you look this way and that way, to screw with you. It's satanic. These are satanic mannerisms. Everything about them. Making extra noise. They're needle attacks. Because they're not visible, they're sneaky, they're weak, but so many of them for a long period of time, you'll start to bleed. You get it? That's the difference between a needle man and a sword man. I'm a sword man. I'm not the needle type. This makes me a tiger, not a wolf. Now, they like to see themselves as wolves, but if they were real wolves, it wouldn't take that many to take me down. They're rats, emulating wolves. There we go, psychological warfareito. Yeah, thanks for gracing me with your presence, Mr. Officer. So, a lot of trailers trying to tell me I'm going homeless soon. It's probably easier for you if you're homeless. You can't get stalked anymore. Oh, holding hands, look at that. GFE time. Rub it in my face. Rub it in the face of a prisoner. So, pretty much, that's what it comes down to, guys. I only got 20 bucks. It's very fucking demeaning, excuse my language, for a grown man to go and talk and spend 3 hours fighting them over in the bank, and then they throw him a lousy green bill, one paper, crispy, and they carry it all the way from the cash. You gotta look at mannerisms. Because the enemy talks to you this way. He's a very incompetent, loser, hateful soul that likes to demean. Because he can't do anything else. He can't beat you. He can't fool you. Can't trick you anymore. So he has to use tactics to keep you feeling less of what you really are. If you let them work, then you will get lower and lower. The idea is to laugh at things like these and understand the fountain where they're coming from. Understand the roots. Why they're coming out that way and from who and for what reason. Once you understand that, then you'll see your real enemy that looks like a Superman. He's just this old, miserable creature on a cane. You know what I mean? This is why he surrounds you with so many weak elements and them needling you with high voice, with psychological warfare, with filling up your environment, standing in front of you, blocking you, putting things and obstacles in front of you, not to see your road clear, open, trying to slow you down because of your talent. Your special, unique talents, and the combination of 10 out of 10 things in you that are not found anywhere. We saw this guy in the morning. Same guy is talking twice. I hope you have the video uploaded, the one I was walking down the other time. Twice talking. Twice, guys. So, the reason why I want to expose this is because I have to. Because this monkey won't get off my back. He's super glued himself to my back. He just likes the smell of my, you know what. I don't know why. His nose doesn't want to get out of there. But it's the idea. It's to show you what kind of governments and who rules us. Look how weak they are, guys. They're not strong. If they are afraid of someone who's a child and they have to do this to him from the time he's a kid to slow him down and slowly break him, what does that tell you about the state itself? What does it tell you about them? They're afraid of them. If you're a zillion-dollar leader in the world, even though you're hiding like a coward, you're afraid of a small kid. You'd have to go through all this charade to do this to him. What does that say about you? What does that say about you as a human being? What does it say, guys? What does it say? You won when he was a kid, you fooled him. But when he became a real man, at least when he realized that he's in a prison, you've done the impossible to him over the course of 10 months and he beat you at everything. You're a government, I'm one person, I'm beating you. You should just go stick your head in the toilet and flush it. This is not coming from an egotistical sense, what I'm saying. I'm just trying to show you guys how things work in the real world. That this so-called New World Order huge enemy is not that bad, guys. He's not that tough. He's very fragile, and it's a house of cards. All it takes is taking one card out of there, just one. And the rest will domino effect itself to death so rapidly you won't believe it. Alright? Never forget that. So, this is our enemy, guys. This is our enemy. That's how he is. That's how he thinks. That's what he's all about. Look, even the young kids, they're talking loud. Look, slamming the ball on the floor so I can hear noise. Coming here at the same time I'm coming. Look, he's gonna slam the ball again, at least once or twice. What do you say about, look what they're doing to young men. They're what's the word called? To castricize someone, to cut off their balls already. They're making them talk in a loud voice to attack with it. Those young kids could have turned into real men with pants. They're putting skirts on them already. It's a sad reality. It's a very, very sad reality. Even the little girl on the bus stop, she moves back. You have to keep moving. From such a young age, they teach them to move. Watch how they're gonna move now. Oh, they looked at me. She moved. As long as they move a little bit. That's how you know who they are. All they do is move. I don't get in touch with real people, and I hope one day when I do, I don't treat them this way so they don't think I'm an idiot. But no, I can tell. I can sniff them a mile away now, real people. I can sniff them a mile away, guys, mile. big truck waiting here to bombard me with the noise. There we go. Get ready to hear the noise. We are not wrestling against, what is that? How does it go, Matthew? But we are wrestling with the spiritual wickedness of man or something like that. And it's the truth. It's not about physical killing and blood. You are fighting very evil powers that work behind the scenes in a covert way that are pretty much taking over the planet. That's what Satanism is. That is Satan in his purest form, guys. Look, everyone who has a need to hide is doing something wrong. Otherwise, you wouldn't hide. Whatever it is, anything you want to hide, you're doing something wrong. Something smells fishy. You know, the fish smell comes out right away if you're trying to hide something. So that's about it. That's my speech for today. I don't have much else to say. I hope I covered everything I wanted to say. This guy always stays down here and moves when I get close. Either walks away or walks towards me, or he has to be walking and moving when he sees me coming. That's his job. He's all alone, doesn't talk to anybody. Now he's gonna walk towards me. Or stand there and move, keep moving. Look at him. He lives I don't know on what floor. He camps out here on the table by himself all day long. So, I don't really like to say much about him. He's been pretty cool, actually. He's one of the least people that bother me around here. So I hate pointing the camera at people and talk about them. Sorry, guys. You know, he's actually the least of all. I actually respect him the most, to be honest with you. He's never really bothered me much. Maybe because I don't have close ties with him, but another ambulance or truck or whatever trying to hype me up. You know, all that stuff. It's nuts. It's crazy. So that's how it is, guys. That is how it is, boys. They're cheating. Left, right, and center. Cheating and cheating and cheating and cheating. That's all they do is cheat. Music in the car. Construction guys, well, look how violently they took off the cars, how pissed they are. Look at this big row of cars, that's all them. They come in a pack like wolves. Like wolves, not really wolves, rats. Look. What do I tell you? Every time I pass by here, the elevator's going up or down. Look. It's always. Now they're gonna start moving, both of them, like dancing monkeys. And one guy always sits down here and looks up at them. I don't know, it's just that annoying, you make you look like a fool. Psychological warfare. He's moving, look, he's moving back and forth. Now he's gonna make noise quickly. Oh, he doesn't even know what he's doing. More over there. More and more and more. That's how it is, guys. That's how it is. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is how it is. And this is how it is. And this is how it is. And this is how it is. That's what we face. This evil entity. I don't know if I should stay recording. I'm tired actually. I'm just gonna pretend I'm recording so I can fend them off, and I'm gonna shut off the camera. Alright guys, I'll upload this soon.